As with Sports Illustrated, questions for Ronda. Earlier today, Jake posted on social media about how MVP has made Amanda Serrano the highest paid female athlete in combat sports history. And now with this fight against Gina, the bar has once again been raised where you will hold that distinction. What does it say about Jake and Nikisa and MVP that they were able to make this happen? And then secondly, what does it say about the other organization in the UFC, the top dog, that they did not or chose not to make this happen?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the second part of your question about the UFC.
What does it say about the UFC that they chose not to make this happen or couldn't make it happen?
Well, I think they're regretting not making it happen now because there's no way that they could have seen how this one fight would reverberate into creating this entire card and bringing MVP into MMA and Netflix into MMA. I think because when I first sat down in that office and I was lactating, he didn't think I was to be taken seriously, but I'm be taken the most fucking seriously while I'm lactating. And I think it's incredible that you know, Jake and Nikisa, they made it a priority to put the fighters first and to give them, you know, more of the profit share. And you know, I actually get to see some of those numbers now, and it's incredible how giving they've been, and how they really want to showcase the fighters first before anything else. They don't want the brand to overshadow us. They want to showcase us.
Jorge Alonso, BroBible.com. For Ronda and Gina, you guys have been friendly throughout fight week, throughout the promotion of the fight, but once that cage door closes, are you guys confident that those competitive juices are going to get in and you take each other out?
How about Gina go first?
I mean, if you've ever been in a gym with women, I think my coaches can attest to, I mean, we already try to, if we're friends in the gym, we're already trying to kill each other in the gym. Me and Ronda have never trained together. There's just not going to be a problem with the aggression at all. At all.
I mean, I've trained and sparred some of my best friends, and you should see how I beat the shit out of my best friends. And we just go out, we have acai after, and it's a great time. And I think you have to be a special kind of weirdo to be able to bond in that way.
Yeah, it's weird. It might be a little weird but
yeah, I feel like, you know, however this goes, you know, if she takes me out and puts me down on the canvas, I think that she's going to be the first person to help me up. And if I take her down and tap her out, I'll be the first person to help her up. You know, we don't need to hate each other to be able to give each other our best.
My name's Kylie Mead. So Ronda, we all know you have so much respect for Gina, but if you lock in the armbar and if Gina refuses to tap, would you break her arm or would you be hesitant to snap it?
I mean,
where are you? Who said that?
I mean, I definitely wouldn't hesitate to break it, but I also wouldn't hesitate to put it back. It's kind of like a wax on, wax off kind of situation. You know, you don't really break it, you just kind of dislocate it, and it's like, you know, it's not that bad. I've had my elbow go out several times because I didn't tap, and I thought I was really cool when I was young, and I wouldn't pay for it when I was older. But, you know, yeah, I wouldn't hesitate, but I would definitely help put it back.
So can I ask you that question now? I asked you on Monday how you felt about some critics out there who are hearing you talk about fighter pay, hearing you talk about the sport, about the UFC, fighters like Khamzat Chimaev, who was on camera criticizing, saying that you're essentially biting the hand that fed you back in the day, that you're coming across as ungrateful for everything that they did for you. What is your response to those people?
Well, I would want to make something abundantly clear. And that's that I owe Dana and the Fertittas immensely, and I would be caught dead before you ever heard me say a bad thing about any of them. But my loyalty is to them and not the company they sold. And I do not owe TKO's UFC a damn thing. And Cleft Lip Lincoln is just hating because at his press conference for his fight, people are asking about me and my fight because no one gives a shit about his ineffectual wrestle fests, and people are actually, they can't stop talking about this fight because it's so stacked, and they're actually excited to see me fight because unlike Kumquat, I have 100% finish rate.
Okay. Thank you for that, Ronda.
Question for Ronda. Ronda, I want to ask you about your relationship with the fans. there was a time when a lot of people were saying, hey, I got into the sport because of Ronda Rousey. And then it felt like for a minute you didn't like MMA, and it felt kind of weird, right? Fans were like, you know, I miss Ronda. I wanted to see her come back. What would be your message to all of them who said, you know, Ronda, we never hated you. We always wanted to see you come back. We wish we had gotten to see you come back sooner. What is your message to all of them who've been that vocal over the years?
I have so much appreciation, and I'm sorry it didn't always show. And to have your support, you know, continue throughout the hard times and be back now throughout, I think, the beginning of the good times. It really means a lot, you know. There's it's nice to see that people aren't all, you know, just jumping on a bandwagon, are actually there for good, and there's some substance there, and it's not just, you know, shallow and like, you know, fake love. So I appreciate seeing that there's some real love there too.
Gina, your reactions to some of these...
This is hilarious. Drive safely.
Yes,
Big
yes.
nuts. I mean, there's so much going on here.
Yes, and don't text and
I
drive.
miss this.
It's been great. Back to the media we go. Experience. It's coming to an end now, and I'm wondering how you're feeling about that, because this has been a very unique fight build, right? From the very start, when it was announced up until now, we've seen a transformation and a reintroduction of you to the MMA audience that I think a lot of people never thought that we would ever see again. And so can you describe the emotions as we're rounding third here, getting to fight night? We hope you don't disappear after Saturday, because it's been so great to have you back, but how are you feeling as it's all kind of coming to a conclusion?
Gosh, I'm just trying to relish in every moment and not rush through it. I mean, I'm going to miss this so much, but it's been so incredible to be back in the mixed martial arts community. I never thought I would be doing this after, you know, 5 years ago. I gave up the dream, and then a turn of events, and I'm so grateful to Ronda for bringing me back into this, and it's just the people. Mixed martial arts gyms are a place where everybody can go from all walks of life, and it's just all of us in there. It doesn't matter where you come from. It's a place where we bond, and that's the mixed martial arts community. So it's a pleasure. I miss it, but I'm trying to, like, you know, just enjoy the moment.
Don't leave. Don't disappear after Sunday, okay? It's been great having you. And
You know me.
The same for you, Ronda. I think that's the sentiment as well. I did hear someone say recently that they felt like you were chasing the money and not greatness, not legacy. What is your response to people who are saying that with your placement on this card?
That was Kayla again, wasn't it?
I'm trying not to, you know...
It's okay.
She wasn't very happy with me last time asking that question, but, you know, I'm just trying to ask the questions that the fans want the answers to.
Well, I would say that this is a professional fight, and there's no such thing as discount greatness in professional fighting. The biggest money fight is the biggest fight, period. And we obviously have very different definitions of greatness. Mine is making history, having a cultural impact, and influencing the future of the sport. I've already won a record 8 consecutive title fights. There's nothing left for me to do there. So now, me and Gina are smashing the record for the most women have ever been paid in combat sports. And who's to say we can't parlay the success of this to me and her making a genre-shattering martial arts film on Netflix after this? Who says the success of this fight can't create the rival that UFC needs and give fighters the bargaining power that they've never had? Hell, if we knock this out of the park, I could become the face of MMA, the face of MVP in MMA, and the most powerful figure in the sport since Dana. I'm not chasing greatness. Motherfucker, I am greatness. These are chasing me.
Just want to ask a quick question to Chris. Chris, about the impact of this card and your decision to come back, will it be all for naught if you don't get the most important thing on Saturday, and that's the W? Or do you feel like so much has happened here? Look at all this that you've created just by saying you wanted to come back. Is there some solace in that as well, or do you have to win on Saturday to make all of this worth it?
I think for the first time in my career, it's not that way. I think if anyone could steal my happiness and walk around with it, I'd be happy. It'd be Gina. I'd be happy I could finally get back to her, because everything I have in my life is because she inspired me while sitting on the couch one day to say, I'm not going to go to another Olympics. I'm going to go do MMA instead. And I've never been able to give back to her. And so if that's the way it has to be, like, she gets the greatest comeback story of all time, I'm grateful that I could be part of it and help make it happen, and that it wasn't even just about us. It's become about all of us. And, I'm proud of this, of all of us being here. And I'd love for it to work out great for me. I have a barbecue planned the next day. I really don't want to be moping around the barbecue. But however it goes, I'm proud of us and what we've done.
And what about for you? Same type of question, Gina. How much of this is about the destination as opposed to the journey that you've experienced to get to this point?
I mean, I've worked so hard. My camp has been like grueling on my body and my mind, and I've had to, I would have stopped probably 30 pounds ago if I didn't have this goal. And having Ronda as the goal has gotten me out of bed every single morning, watching her train. I said in an interview a long time ago, like, one day the women that I inspire are going to inspire me right back. I just had no idea it was going to be Ronda Rousey. So, it really has come full circle. The journey is everything. I just picture the fight, and I can't see it going any other way. I want my hand raised. I want the comeback story. But of course, this is a dream come true. And as sick as I was to be here a year and a half later, I feel like it's already a victory.
I think a lot of people share that sentiment. Well done, Gina. Okay, a couple more media questions, please.
Destiny McCubbin with Cage Side Press. This question is for Gina and Ronda. You both created incredible legacies within combat sports, and now you're both coming back after a very long layoff. You've spoken today about breaking the records of being the highest female paid athletes in the fight game. So my question is, once this is all said and done, do you have goals or plans to continue to work within women's MMA after this and help evolve the sport for the next generation of female athletes?
I'd be open to continuing working with MVP and MMA, and I don't think it's just about women anymore. It's about all of us. And but I don't know. We'll see. I want to have a baby again real soon. So I don't know how I'll be able to juggle all of those things. But hopefully Saturday is a huge success, and then we'll see how it goes.
I think Ronda would kill it as a promoter, as a matchmaker. She brings this magnetic energy of making big things happen and bringing people together. She got me up here after a dinner. So I think that she would be so solid for MVP and Netflix to really use and give her a job, even if she is pregnant. For me, I'm a little bit of a bird. I don't know what's going to happen after this. I like to make art. I like to get back to storytelling. My biggest dream is to direct, and so and also help mixed martial arts transition over into movies correctly, and helping them. Everybody wants to put the Nate Diaz or the Mike Perry, or they want to put them in the prison scenes, and sometimes their personalities are a little bit different. You put them in a different role. They could be I put them in comedy. Maybe Nate Diaz needs to be.
For the prison scene, though.
Were you in a prison scene?
Sounds like a fun scene to do.
Okay, well maybe you stick with prison. We'll put. Nate just made a comedy, I think. But yeah, so I like to tell stories, and I think directing is where I want to go.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
Did you hear that, Netflix?
Subtle hint. Last media question, please.
Hey Gina, Alejandro from Outkick.com. So you made a lot of new fans when you decided to stand up for your speech when Disney tried to cancel you. You're back on the big stage and Disney has been quiet. So what kind of impact do you think you made by standing up for your beliefs and standing against a lot of critics as well?
Yeah, I took heat for standing up for freedom of speech in this country. I don't apologize one bit for anything that I said. I was spot on. I was spot on. I look back and I have so much confidence in myself because everything that I said came true. Everything that I said happened. Everybody was holding their breath and I didn't. And I'm usually the one that is really relaxed and calm. But I stood up and I spoke out and I paid a heavy price for it. But I'd pay that price again and again because we cannot let what was happening to this country happen again. We cannot let go of our freedom of speech, even if you don't like it. Like, we need to be able to speak to one another. We need to open up speech, and we can't lose our rights. So, I mean, you know, there's been people that have been fired that I don't agree with their opinion, but I don't think they should be fired. I don't think you should take their livelihood from them. We should be able, in America, to set the precedent of freedom. And I'm not sorry one bit, and it turned out well. Disney settled, and I'm proud of that. That was a huge victory for me. And this is, you know, that was a personal, or that's a business victory. This is kind of more of a personal reclaim my body victory. So thank you for asking that question.
Thank you.